A common question I get asked is, how do I buy a house when I have to sell mine for the down payment? I don't want to move twice. I totally get that. Moving is tough, and you don't want to have to do it more than you have to. Thankfully, there's a way around it. It's called a contingency. Here's how a contingency works for you as a seller who is ready to sell your home and move on to a new one. Step 1 is you should figure out your list price and how much equity or money you will get from your home sale that you can use for your down payment. The very best way to figure this out is to use our pricing worksheet to evaluate what the market value is for your home. Once you figure out roughly what your home will sell for, you need to figure out how much money you will be getting at the close of escrow. So using the sales price, you need to deduct how much you currently owe on your mortgage and then any additional costs to selling your home. For a rough estimate, I would use $2,000 for fees and costs associated with selling. Now you know how much money you will have out of your home for a down payment. Once you have that number, you can determine if you want to add any additional savings to your down payment amount. Have you been setting aside money for a new home? Once you have this completed, you will need to meet with a lender. Meeting with a lender or reaching out to an online lender will give you a realistic sales price that you can afford based on the monthly payments and the down payment that you will have. The lender will also be able to give you a pre-approval letter, which you will need once you start making offers. Now that you have that pre-approval, you can start looking at homes. There are 2 ways to go about this. You can get your current home listed and inform any buyers that your home sale is subject to you finding a replacement home. You would do this in a seller's market. Or you can have your home prepped and ready for listing. Then if you find a home you want to purchase, you will need to be ready to list your home immediately for them to consider your offer. You have a lot less leverage with your offer if you go with option B. But in a buyer's market, this may not be an issue. You will need to make your offer as a contingent offer since you cannot afford to purchase the new home until you sell your current home. The goal from here is that now both of your homes, your current home and your new home, will close escrow concurrently or on the same day. That will require the buyer of your home being ready, willing, and able to close on the same day that your loan and the seller of your new home are ready to go. I know that sounds crazy complicated, but honestly, it happens on the daily. It is possible and it can be done without a lot of stress. So hopefully that helped explain contingencies and the process just a bit.